go to bade mandir, you should become vegetarian, and you should not have alcohol, you should not have cigarettes. And I mean, actually I have it on my phone. And if you, otherwise something very bad will happen to you. I mean, really, this is not what Guruji ever tried to teach us. In fact, he told us to get out of all this. I mean, vegetarian, he used to ask people, do you want to become a vegetarian? People would go up to him and ask him, Guruji, vegetarian ho jaiye. He said, tera dil karta hai? Nahi Guruji, te na kar. It was as simple as that. And even alcohol, he said, as long as you do it, you don't harm your body, you do it within limited means, it's all right. He used to tell my father-in-law, in fact, कि जब 2 पैग ला लिया कर शामी, 2 तो बंद नहीं. So he never stopped anybody. It was always within limits. Of course, he did tell a few people, people who had liver problems or people had medical problems, कि नहीं तुमको नहीं करना. But he never stopped us from doing anything, whether it was and even Guruji part किताब करीदा हुंदा है, इन्हें तेरा दिल करदा कर, नहीं करदा ना कर, so we used to say घंटियां बजान नाल नहीं रब मिलदा. So, in fact, he had, I've shared this before also, he talked about Panch Mandir. I'm sure a lot of you know about the Panch Mandir. So, he used to say, पहला मंदिर है जिहड़ा हुंदा है वो हुंदा है मन मंदिर. So मन मंदिर means that good thoughts. When you're going to a mandir or you're going to any religious place, or generally speaking, good thoughts should always be there. Second is Tan Mandir. Tan Mandir is, your body. Guruji was, as I said earlier also, he used to be always so immaculately and smartly dressed. He used to wear his fly-bys and, I mean, we would just keep looking at him. And so Tan Mandir. Now Tan Mandir means that you wear, keep yourself clean and, wear whatever best clothes you can. In fact, he always used to appreciate when, हम उन ज़मानों में जब गुरुजी के पास जाते थे, नए-नए कपड़े सिलवा के जाते थे. We used to get new clothes made and very पहन के उनके सामने आते थे. And he would notice, he would smile, and he knew what the smile was all about. He would have that glint in his eyes and he would smile. But I know you want something new today. I mean, you wouldn't say, but we knew. So he would appreciate that, And why not? When you go to a mandir, even in churches when you go, they wear their Sunday best. They wear their Sunday best when they go to the mass. So, why shouldn't we, when we come to the mandir, we celebrate? It's a celebration. And in fact, Guruji would tick off a lot of people, wearing, people would come in shorts, or people would come very casually. He ticked me off. Once I came wearing jeans and, a sleeveless t-shirt. And so he looked at me and he said, "Kidron aa rahi hai?" I said, "Nahi Guruji." "Kise jana tu? Islamabad?" I said, "Nahi Guruji." Then he said, "Aise je kapde pa ke mandir nahi aida hunda." So you can't be casually dressed. Rest to what you have. So that's Tan Mandir. Third was Kamra Mandir. Kamra Mandir is the kamra you share with. Generally for a husband, wife for a husband. And you have to talmel in tandem with each other. So, it's the wife's duty to look after her husband, to his needs, and it's the husband's duty to look after his wife. So the tandem, and Guruji was very, very family oriented, as you all know. Then fourth was the Kar Mandir. Now Kar Mandir means children, in-laws, pets, servants. And he would say, in fact he would always say, ladke nahi aida hunda mandir. Todi ardas kadi nahi lagugi. So, you know, you go into the mandir and आपने जाने से पहले अपने हाउस स्टाफ को, you know, फजूल में उसको डांट लगाई, या बच्चों को, या you know, in-laws को, या even pets को. So that is Kamra Mandir. And fifth was the Bahar ka Mandir. Mera mandir या कोई भी मंदिर तुसी बाहर जानते हो जिथे भी. He said, पंजवें मंदिर आन वेले तुसी पहला चार किसी भी एक मंदिर का उल्लंघन करते हो ते तोड़ी अरदास कदी नहीं लगेगी. So you know, if you now look at it, आप मंदिर जा रहे हो, मन में आपके 100 ख्याल आ रहे हैं. You're going to the मंदिर, you're going to his मंदिर or you're going to any other मंदिर. आपके मन में 100 बातें आ रही है. वो उसने मेरे साथ ऐसे किया, उसने मेरे को ये बोला, उसने ऐसे हुआ, वो अपने आप को समझते क्या है, ये है, वो है. Those kind of thoughts keep coming. What are you going? You have to go with pure thoughts. Always with pure thoughts to the mandir. So with such negative thoughts, do you think आपकी अरदास कभी भी कबूल होगी वहाँ पे? कभी भी नहीं होगी. That's one mandir. Second is tan mandir. Tan mandir is, you know, you may be intoxicated, you know, या अपने आप को, you know, you're not well, you know, अपने आप को आपने, you're not looked after yourself, and so again, you know, you have to be clean while going to the mandir. क्यों हम कहते हैं कि हाथ धो के हमारे, you know, whatever, even in all communities, whether it's Muslim, whether it's Christianity, whether it's Hinduism, you have to clean yourself before you go. Third is Kamra Mandir. In fact, when I started coming to Guruji initially, I didn't tell Arun about it because Arun would be between Dubai and Delhi, and you know, I would, because and Guruji शाम को बैठते थे, so शाम को टाइम 6:30-7 बजे हम वहाँ जाते थे, फिर लंगर खा के 10-10:30 बजे आते थे. तो you know, initially I didn't tell him. I was too scared to tell him कि मैं क्या बोलूँ. You know, शाम के टाइम कहाँ जा रहे हो तुम? कौन सा मंदिर है? You know, मंदिर normally तो 6-6:30 बजे बंद ही हो जाते हैं, 8 बजे तक. ये कौन सा मंदिर है कि 10-11 का? गुरुजी जब तक आज्ञा नहीं देते थे हम जा नहीं सकते थे. So he used to always tell me कि 10 के आईदा होता है, लड़के नहीं आईदा होता. You know. So 10 के आईदा होता है, लड़के नहीं आईदा होता है, झूठ बोल के नहीं आईदा होता. So that was that. Then is the fourth mandir, which is the घर मंदिर. आप घर मंदिर जा रहे हो, गुरुजी के जा रहे हो, या कोई और मंदिर जा रहे हो, बच्चों के सबको डांट के जा रहे हो, या स्टाफ के ऊपर चिल्ला के जा रहे हो, या मदर इन लॉ की डॉटर इन लॉ से लड़ाई, डॉटर इन लॉ की मदर इन लॉ से लड़ाई, या सिस्टर्स इन लॉ की लड़ाई. यू नो, आप लड़के नेगेटिविटी लेके आप किसी मंदिर में आपको, यू नो, आपकी अरदास कबूल नहीं होगी. So, and the fifth mandir is the Bahar wala mandir. So he said these are all mandirs. So पंजवें मंदिर आन मेरे अगर तुसी एक भी पहला मंदिर का उल्लंघन करते हो, then forget it, your ardas will never be accepted. So this is one of the things that he talked about very often. Then, as Arun also said, that you know, the beauty of Guruji was that he took us out from all these narrow parochial thinkings, you know, कि ये नहीं करो, वो नहीं करो, ऐसे नहीं, वैसे नहीं, कुछ होता ही नहीं था, you know. हम बैठ के उनके साथ मजाक भी करते थे. हम थाली में, you know, 4 people would be sharing a थाली, There was never anything कि आप खत्म करो, ऐसे नहीं करो, आपने हाथ क्यों लगा दिया? Never. You know, we would be just very often just sitting and joking with him. You know, langar time was, post langar time was a time when we would be, you know, Guruji also would be relaxed, we'd also be relaxed, and we just joke with him, talk to him. So, I mean, उन्होंने कोई बंदिश तो डाली नहीं. So I was.
No, you could not joke with Guruji when he was on the gati. Guruji had after some time, after you finish langar, you go into his room, he change into t-shirts and kids and something, and come and sit down on the floor. That's the time we were permitted to. You know, he used to make you more comfortable. But when you used to walk in, walk out, people were waiting now, Guruji kya dal ke aayenge? You know, like he would be very fancily dressed in the sense that then he'd come smiling. 99% he would be really smiling and he'd pick on some people and then he'd start some joke. It will make the atmosphere very light. So that's how people could relate to things which they were a little scared, because Guruji had a roop, you know, when his presence when he was sitting on the gati would make people tremble. Even people, a lot of people say, "Humko Punjabi nahi aati." I would understand, but somebody, a cop would say some Punjabi, you'll understand. But because you are actually initially scared of Guruji, because the aura was such. You came with negative thoughts and you would suddenly feel, you get tongue-tied. A lot of people could not speak. Used to come out and say, "हमने तो Guruji से ये पूछना था." तो सेवादार would say, "आपको पूछने की जरूरत है, आपको अपने आप सिग्नल मिल जाएगा." And a lot of people used to share. That used to be the Sangat who was sharing outside the experience, what they had come for, but they couldn't say it to Guruji. But some message would come from somewhere, and they will kind of get their answer of what they should do or what they shouldn't do. So Guruji would solve those things like that. And I just wanted to tell Seema that no, when he was sitting on the gati, no, I don't think anybody joked with him.
And also, Guruji ने, I mean, like when जब गद्दी पे आके बैठते थे, so that was the time when his blessings, like he was blessing all the time, but that was hardcore blessing time. And I've shared this satsang before also, that there was this Sharma ji जो बाटा के वो थे, he was a pedicurist, वो कौन निकालते थे, not placement. वो उनके स्पेशलिस्ट थे, तो he was very good at taking out corns. गुरुजी के पैरों में कॉर्न हो जाते थे, तो वो I think मेनका गांधी and who got him to गुरुजी. तो गुरुजी अपने कमरे में बैठे हुए थे, तो उसने कहा कि गुरुजी मैं आपके कॉर्न निकालने आया हूँ. तो उसने कहा कि गुरुजी ने कहा अच्छा फिर काट. So Guruji Misha used to wear socks. You know, he always would wear socks most of the time. So that fellow said that Guruji आपकी जुराबें निकालनी पड़ेंगी. So Guruji was very childlike. He knew everything. He said अच्छा फिर काट दे. So anyway he removed the socks. So then you have to start massaging that area to make it soft and supple before you do that, make it off. So he started massaging, and he says that as I was massaging, I saw like, his feet went up like that, and there was so much light. He said like that light was blinding from the sole of his feet. Anyway, he says I couldn't look at it, so I moved my head away and I kept doing my work. And then I kind of remove whatever I did, what I had come to do. And he said then I started coming regularly to Guruji, because he had a 12-year-old son who was terminally ill. He had cancer and he was terminally, I think cancer, I'm not too sure, but yeah. So he was terminally ill. And so then uske bhi hope jaag gayi ki now maybe Guruji can cure him or whatever. So he started coming regularly to Guruji, and then once he was leaving to come to Empire State, जहाँ Guruji बैठते थे, तो वहाँ पे he used to believe in another very माने हुए संत थे ऋषिकेश में, वो भी उनके गुरु थे, तो वो भी काफ़ी उनके पास जाते थे. He used to keep going to ऋषिकेश to him. So और जब वो गुरु दिल्ली आते थे तो इन्हीं के पास रहते थे. So as he was leaving, preparing to go to Empire State, तो उन्होंने कहा कि आप कहाँ जा रहे हो? उसने कहा कि मैं वहाँ जा रहा हूँ गुरुजी के साथ. मैं भी चलूँगा if you don't mind. हाँ चलिए. So he came with him and he sat, I don't know those people who know who've been to. Okay. So वहाँ पे एक म्यूजिक का वो था console if you remember. So वहाँ पे वो दोनों बैठ गए and बैक साइड वहाँ वो बैठ गए and गुरुजी कमरे से बाहर निकले and he saw him and he said, he just looked at him. He went and sat on his gatti, and as he sat on his gatti, he called him. He said, "Hey, kaun hai?" He said, "Guruji hai, so and so, whatever his name was, that ye Rishikesh se aaye hain." So he said, "Okay." So he called him. He said, "Mere naam pe aao." So Guruji was sitting on the gatti. He sat niche, and after some time, you know, like, people were actually confused looking at him because it seemed that both of them were talking, but not a word uttered, you know. Sometimes Guruji would look at him, smile, or look up, or nod his head, and so would this guy do, but not a word spoken. And this went on for about, hour and a half or 2 hours. And, we all were wondering, ये हो क्या रहा है, and sometimes Guruji would start laughing, and we were wondering, ये हो क्या रहा है? Why is Guruji so silent? But anyway, this went on, and anyway, उसको लंगर खाया, लंगर के बाद चले गए वो, and so then now this guy told him that, this guru of yours is a powerhouse of energy and light. He says, he says, okay, but what were you people doing? You were just, it seemed that you were talking. He said, no, we were talking telepathically. And he says, but then what were you talking? He said, it'll be beyond your comprehension, but all I can tell you is that from the time he came out from his room and he came and he sat on his gatti, he says about 2-3 minutes later, light started emanating from him, from entire part of his body, from head to toe. It was like a light, like lava coming out, emanating from him. So he says, but we don't see anything. He says, yes, you don't see anything, but it is energy that he was sending out. And it was like lava, कि वो आस्ते, it was going around, going through people, piercing people. किसी के head के through से जा रही थी, किसी की आँख के through से जा रही थी, किसी के हाथ के through से जा रही थी. But it was piercing everybody, जो भी path में आ रहे थे. Then, it just went around. It went towards the end of the room. Then there were steps going up, and then there were steps going up also. So it would, it went around like that, and then go up like that. So he says, but I asked your guru. He says, I asked him that, as I was watching you, I see this light coming out from you, piercing everybody. But I could very categorically see that it's bypassing a lot of people. He said, I can actually make those people stand in the Sangat who it bypassed. Why this discrimination? So Guruji just smiled and said that, and the denu baitha or land nahi tiyar. So we have to have, like, as Guruji हमेशा कहते थे कि you know, keep your antennas open or, you know, on. अपने आप को surrender करो, be receptive. I mean, he's giving blessings, but we also have to be receptive to receive them, right? So yeah, we can, you know, and we are so fortunate that बहुत मुश्किल से गुरु मिलता है, बहुत तप करने के बाद गुरु मिलता है, सही गुरु जो परम गुरु जिसको कहते हैं, सदगुरु जिसको कहते हैं. So, you know, we are all very blessed. We can only thank him. And as Arun also said that we are one big Guru Parivar, and we are so blessed to be part of his Parivar. I can go on, you know.